What's up, guys and gals?
Hey.
Welcome to yet another episode of What's the Diff?
What is it?
It's a podcast. It's where we dive into topics that are really similar, but also a little different. Things that often get confused.
Wow.
Things you maybe never even have considered thinking about.
Oh.
Things that you really wish you knew more about, but you don't. Don't worry.
Think you could, but you don't. You're learning now, though.
Exactly. Don't worry. We did it. We looked at it. And every episode that you listen to, you'll be able to say, actually, a little bit more.
I'm Coors Light Josh. With me today is Australian Cully
Hey.
and mockumentary Keenan.
I should have said g'day.
Camera.
Camera. Today
Filming in process.
Today we'll be talking about light beer versus IPA, Kangaroos versus Wallabies,
Yeah, fucking
Parks and
man.
Rec versus The Office. At the end, we'll play the no-name trivia game with Keenan hosting as Cully defends his championship title.
That's my winner howl.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm intimidated.
All right.
I'm going to win. Have an opinion and or want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or, Jesus. Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Ding.
Your prices aren't guaranteed anymore.
We're upping the prices.
Yeah,
You
it's-
lost your chance.
It's a thing with, there's a whole...
We're on the second tier now. Not
The
free.
prices are on a strike.
First tier free,
themselves,
second tier not
so,
free.
You know, taxes and whatnot.
We forgot about the taxes, so we have to...
we gotta revamp everything. Hey, are you taxing all our stuff we're selling?
No,
You mean
we're
there's taxes.
we're in the state of Washington. There's no income tax.
Is that Oregon?
Oregon has
That's
no sales
sales.
tax.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They got one of them taxes for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have other people pump their own gas for them.
That's some job security right there.
Stupid.
Kind of makes me want to get an electric vehicle and go to one and be like, no, you have to find it. I'm not getting out of the car. You have to find it.
Hopefully, the attendant is just like, dude, go away. just leave me in peace.
They don't
I'm
do that
standing
no more.
outside. Yeah, they do.
I went down there. They were like, "You can pump your gas now." And I
In
said,
some rural places.
Mm.
Rural.
Well, what's to start us off?
"All day
Okay.
camera." Okay, so you guys know what Parks and Rec is. You guys know what The Office is. You got a favorite?
What is it?
It's a show. They're both shows.
What do you mean?
Do you have a favorite
I have many favorites.
of the two shows that I mentioned? Do you have a-
What shows?
The Parks and Rec show and The Office show.
Like,
Josh, do you have a favorite?
Yes, I like Parks and Rec more than I like The Office.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just something about The Office is just like a little off. Like
Fair.
I feel like
it's a little office.
It takes a long time to get its stride, and I don't know. I think Parks and Rec. I mean, it also takes a bit because you have to get through kind of the first season where they're like, well, we want this to be a little bit more realistic, and then they're like, okay, no, we want this actually to be kind of funny. So they just run with it with the quirkiness, and I like the quirkiness, and I like the characters more.
There you go. Coley has no opinion.
I don't even know what you're talking about. No, I
Well-
like The Office. I grew up watching The Office, so I like The
Yeah.
Office. I like that kind of dry, deadpan humor.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
It's pretty fun.
Okay, well, here is what they are. If you don't know, which is just you do. Everyone does.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but if you don't know Sabrina Carpenter, this is for you.
Who's Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So bring a carpenter? What do you say? What does he say?
Sabrina Carpenter.
All right, so they're both mockumentaries.
He's talking about. I don't know who this person is.
Mockumentaries, if you don't know, are where you basically it's like a documentary format, but it's a mock of it.
They're mocking it.
So it includes like interviews and direct to camera kind of like moments, like where like they know the camera's there. Like it's like imagine like, hey, let's put this situation together and then put cameras in it. And you're totally aware of it. We're just like filming you. It's a fake documentary we're making.
So they have these situations that are supposed to be comedic.
Yeah.
Or like any show on Discovery Channel or one of those things.
Those are real documentaries.
Yeah, no, and the frogs don't know
I know,
the cameras
but
are
they're
there.
funny.
If the frogs knew where they were, if it was all staged. It's a staged documentary.
They would have gotten dressed.
So Parks and Rec was created by Greg Daniels and Michael Schur. They were also
Schur.
behind creating The Office.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep. They both feature very funny characters, lovable characters, comedic peoples.
Mm-hmm.
The best. The comedic is just so good. The comedicness. They have very
Hard no.
heartwarming moments. I guess both shows kind of have humor, but they also have loving characters, and it's just such a good time, you know. It's
There's
just
some
good
characters
for you.
you
It's good
love.
for you.
There's some characters you hate. There's some that really annoy you. There's some that you're like, this is the best person I've ever met.
Yeah.
I would die for this character.
Yeah. So The Office is dry, awkward, and is super cringe comedy. The main character, Michael Scott, is really awkward, hard to watch sometimes.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Parks and Rec is more optimistic, happy, kind of focuses on community and positivity.
I would argue The Office is. Just sounds like you're biased, but that's cool.
Oh, cool. No, I'm just reading things I researched,
Okay,
unbiased, because I'm good
researcher.
researcher.
Let the man read.
The lead characters, which contribute mostly to how the whole fucking shows unfold. Michael Scott in The Office, by Steve Carell. He's chaotic and he's super selfish sometimes, but he's also very loving in some ways too. Super cringe comedy, but he's a love or hate character. Some people really don't like him that I've talked to.
I would say when I was first kind of introduced to The Office, I didn't like him. But I also, when I was first introduced to it, when I was growing up, it was like from a friend watching a DVD, and it's when you don't know the character from the very beginning, you're like,
yeah,
I hate this.
this guy's
already.
a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec has Leslie Knope, or Amy Poehler plays her. She's just like super enthusiastic, overly caring, very eccentric, and overly ambitious, and like kind of annoying, but in a cute way, like in a very loving way. So yeah, those are the two main peoples. The Office is literally about an office, a paper company, a sales company.
Dunder Mifflin.
Dunder Mifflin. It's mostly filmed in that office, although they do take field trips sometimes, and there's some car scenes and other office scenes, but it's mostly in that office.
Mm-hmm.
Parks and Rec is about a Parks and Rec team in a government office in Pawnee, Indiana. But it's more about like public service, and like the whole show takes place in the whole town essentially, not just the office or their office. Yeah. So anyway, what are some like logistics of these guys here? The Office is way more popular. Yeah. It aired from 2005 to 2013, 9 seasons, 201 episodes, lasted 8 years and 2 months.
Wow.
Parks and Rec was 7 seasons from 2009 to 2015. So pretty much started like 4 years before The Office ended. So just, right in the middle. 125 episodes, 6 years. But The Office had 9.2 million viewers per episode at its peak in around 2009. Was the top performer at NBC, which is just nuts. Parks and Rec had about 4.3 million per episode in season 5.
Damn, less than half.
Yeah.
Oh, get wrecked.
Right. Both peaked in season 5, which is interesting too. But The Office is like still has like a cult movement post, the show.
Oh yeah, they have a whole thing on what's that new one? Peacock. Peacock bought them up, and they have extended long episodes and have all the deleted scenes and even scenes that weren't even included, like on DVDs.
The girls from the show have their own podcast now. It was in 2020 on Netflix when it came out on Netflix. It was the #1 stream show with over 57 billion minutes watched total.
Jeez.
So even in 2020 when it dropped on Netflix, it was the most watched show on Netflix. Not as much as The Office. Parks and Rec still has like a pretty strong following. It's a cult favorite, but it doesn't have the same like cultural freaking
Oh yeah.
importance, I suppose. The Super Bowl, for instance, has 123 million views, which is a lot, but each episode of The Office had 9 million. So it's like 10% per episode is pretty significant,
Yeah.
roughly. Anyway, let's do some quotes because I feel like the quotes are fucking funny.
Get quotable.
All right, The Office, Michael Scott, the main character. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
That's a good one.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
I'm a little stitious.
That's what she said. Always did that one.
I'm Prison Mike.
Yeah, some of
That's
this
a good
funny.
one.
The characters are fucking hilarious.
Prison Mike.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
That's yeah.
He's a very endearing man, but he's also just like a dick. Dwight Schrute. Before I do anything, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? And if the answer is yes, I do not do that thing.
Yep. That's a good way to be, Dwight.
The eyes are the groin of the face.
The eyes of the groin of the face.
It's true.
That's a good
Very
point.
suckable.
Okay.
All right.
Sucking on groins, Josh. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families suffer every year. Jim Halpert, facts. Bears eat beets. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
That's a good one.
And that became a Dwight Schrute quote too.
Bears. Beats.
Battlestar Galactica. Everything I have, I owe to this job. This stupid, wonderful, boring, amazing job.
I think it's like in the last episode.
Yeah. Very endearing. You only live once? False. You live every day. You only die once. He's just like a very positive guy. Once he finds love. Once he finds love.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't think he's negative, but he's very weird.
You can tell he's kind of sad at the job, but he's also like, I love the job.
But he also thinks of himself so highly compared to other people. He's like, I am the best there ever was.
Yeah.
And he's just a big dork.
Yeah, he's a dork.
Yeah.
Kelly Kapoor. She's just like the dummy in The Office. Also a writer on the show.
I can't stand her.
I know. You guys, I'm like really smart now. You don't even know. You could ask me, Kelly, what's the biggest company in the world? And I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm giving you the exact right answer.
Oh my God. I can't. I fucking hate.
Like that you know, the character's so well written in that way when they're meant to be annoying and just everyone's like, I can't stand
know.
them. It's like, yeah, they did it right.
Yeah,
Ryan, you have to tell me if you're cheating on me. Otherwise, how will I know? Andy Bernard is a very, he's like a musical guy, and he's just like, is super dork, but he like tries to be funny, and he's just,
What's the college he's from that he's always telling people?
something so small.
Like Stanford or something.
I thought it was something small.
Is it Dartmouth?
Princeton? I don't remember.
Oh my God, I should know this.
He's very wholesome though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sentimental man. He said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Yeah.
Isn't that when he got engaged and then found out that she cheated on him?
I think so. The Nard Dog is ready to roll.
Fucking
Oh, Cornell. He went to Cornell.
Nardug and tuna.
Cornell. Yeah. Creed Bratton. Doesn't really say much.
I love Creed. He's the
love Creed.
best.
I feel like Creed's a very popular character.
he is the best.
My favorite one is when he's playing hooky. And like they're all playing hooky like on the bus basically, and he just like is trying to like hitchhike, and he's like, "Hey, I'm playing hooky from work," and they're all there, and he's like, "My God."
I like when he, like, they show up and it's Halloween or something, and he shows up to work and he's like covered in blood, and he's like, I didn't know it was Halloween. That was just a lucky coincidence.
Yeah.
And then no explanation.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, nice costume, Creed."
He's the most mysterious character for sure. He said, I already won the lottery. I was born in the US of A, baby.
He also makes or grows mung beans in his desk.
Yeah. And then randomly in one episode, he said, if I can't scuba, then what's this all been about? What am I working toward? Like, what?
Yeah. What do you do, Creed?
That real actor was a musician in a pretty big band. He was a guitarist in a really big band.
I think his
in the
name's
80s.
also Creed.
Yeah,
Bratton.
he uses his real name in
Yeah,
the show,
that's his name.
and
Yeah.
he's actually performed here.
Oh, yeah. I think I
Done
heard
a couple
about
of
that.
shows
In
here,
this
actually.
in this office.
But he was a guitarist
Yes.
on a big. I forgot the band, but they were like big.
I forget too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Going to Parks and Rec. I feel like Parks and Rec has better quotes, to be honest.
Yeah,
I just-
it's more.
there's-
I
It's,
do. Sorry,
He was
I
in
have
the
to go.
Grassroots.
the grassroots. Ah, okay. The one Michael Scott one that I love saying is, well, how the turntables.
How the turn. Yeah, because that's everyone says that now.
Tables.
How the turntables.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Parks and Rec.
And Michael Scott or like Steve Carell just improvises so much. It's awesome.
Steve Carell is an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's great. He's actually a very good actor.
He's
like
very,
in
very
dramas too.
funny.
Mhm.
Very funny.
All right, Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec. We have to remember what's important in life. Friends, waffles, work, or waffles, friends, work. Doesn't matter. But work is third. Sometimes you have to make a hard choice, like, do I watch Ghostbusters for the 12th time, or do I watch Ghostbusters 2 for the 7th time? Ovaries before broveries, uteruses before deuteruses.
Mhm.
Uteruses before deuteruses.
I think that's on the Galentine's episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am big enough to admit that I am often inspired by myself.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What I hear when I'm being yelled at is people caring loudly at me.
People caring loudly.
Yeah.
At me. Oh, God. Ron Swanson, my favorite character. God. There's only one
yeah.
thing I hate more than lying. Skim milk, which is water that's lying about being milk.
It is. Fuck skim milk, dude. It's white water. It's terrible.
And you can't raft in it.
You can't. It's not the cool white water.
You could raft it if there was a river of it. I'm
Yeah,
you
that's
could.
true.
Yeah. Give a man a fish and feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and feed yourself. He's a grown man, and fishing's not that hard.
It's really not.
I'm not interested in caring about people. I once worked with a guy for 3 years and never learned his name. Best friend I ever had.
Best friend. Yeah, best friend I ever had.
I'd wish you the best of luck, but I believe luck is a concept created by the weak to explain their failures.
Ooh.
It's just very, yeah. This guy buries his money in the ground because he doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
There's no wrong way to consume alcohol.
All right. Yeah.
There was one scene where what's Chris's character? Why am I blanking?
Chris Traeger?
No,
Chris-
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, Andy.
Andy. He's outside. He's like, "Oh, I love the floor," and he's like, "It's called the ground when you're outside, son." Just, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Andy Dwyer. Oh, he's really fucking funny. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well. Anything's a toy if you play with it.
That's
Yeah.
good point.
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into this thing up here, and it says you could have network connectivity problems.
That fun fact, that was improvised.
Really?
Yeah, that whole thing was improvised.
Oh god.
He's also a lot of improvisation.
So-
Improvisations. Yeah, he does improv a lot of stuff. He's very good at it. Very quick. You got to be quick and witty for that.
Mm-hmm.
Bing, bang, bong. Bing, bong.
April Ludgate. Time is money. Money is power. Power is pizza. Pizza is knowledge.
I'd love to get that tattooed somewhere.
That checks out.
I don't want to do things. I want to not do things.
I want to not do things.
I guess I kind of hate most things, but I never really seem to hate you. She said that to Andy. Very cute. Oh, Tom Haverford. Sometimes you got to work a little so you can ball a lot.
Is this a season on Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He helps write the show too. Oh my god, she's the worst person I ever met. I want to travel the world with her. Treat yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Donna.
God, and then they have the large guy. I forgot his name. They just trash on Jerry, of course.
Oh, Jerry, Larry.
God, Jerry, Gary. They just calling him Gary halfway through the seasons.
Yeah. But he has like the best home life ever. And he's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he has like a bombshell wife or whatever.
Yeah. Beautiful daughters, like a
Yeah.
huge home.
Yeah.
Like every single day they're having like amazing breakfasts and just doing all these different family events.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I don't care if they dish on me. It's fine. My home life is great. One of my favorite Parks and Rec scenes is I haven't seen the show like a whole bunch, but I remember Ron was in a park or something, and this guy was like, hey, you need a permit to be here. And he gives him a piece of paper, or he's like, I do have a permit. Gives him a piece of paper, and the guy unfolds it, and like written in crayon or something, it just says, I do what I want, Ron.
Yeah.
Sick. Or when he goes into Lowe's or like a hardware store, and somebody's like, how can I help you? He's like, I know more than you, son.
The guy's like, oh,
I know
okay.
more
He's
than
like,
you.
okay.
That's all he says.
I know more than you.
The Office was almost canceled in season 1. It had pretty bad ratings to start off. And then when Steve Carell did 40-Year-Old Virgin, that movie, during the same time, people loved that movie so much, they were like, who's the actor? Steve Carell. And they found The Office, and it revived the show.
Damn.
So if he didn't do that movie, the show probably wouldn't have survived.
That's very.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very
This
interesting.
yes. The stapler and the Jello prank where they put Dwight's stapler in Jello.
Yeah.
The actor didn't know that was actually happening, so they actually did that, and he was actually genuinely surprised.
Like Rainn Wilson didn't know. Oh.
Rainn Wilson actually auditioned for Michael Scott and didn't get it, so they made him Dwight.
Huh.
Yeah.
Made him assistant
To the
regional
regional
manager.
Yep, exactly. Steve Carell never saw the British version. It was based on a British version.
Yeah.
With Ricky Gervais.
Yep, never saw it, and that's been like a big feud between Ricky Gervais and Steve Carell because he still hasn't watched it, and it's a whole thing.
Fucking
Just
Ricky
keep going.
Gervais. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with that man.
So do I. I like
Yeah.
I like his characters in some movies, but then like him as a person, he's kind of annoying.
Yeah, questionably.
Yeah. Although I did like him. Was it the Oscars or the Academy Awards or something?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he's like, don't fucking thank people that didn't help you get here. Get your award and fuck off. Like,
yeah, he spent the whole time just like bashing on them, and they're like, ha ha.
Yeah.
This is funny. He's like, no, fuck off, all of you.
Yeah, he's salty as fuck. The Dunder Mifflin office was a perfectly working office with real computers and emails and games, and they actually had people call the phones frequently so they could answer the phones and have conversations. Because they would just like film things over and over and over and just you know
so
use
they
them
can have
for
like
everything.
stuff in the background, B-roll.
Yeah, so it was like always actually working. Angela and Pam are actually best friends in real life, and they have the Office Ladies podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve Carell, I guess, in the very last episode where he left, actually took off his mic and said goodbye, so it was private because it was special to him. Pretty interesting. Yeah. John Krasinski filmed the Dunder Mifflin opening shot. The music playing in
The
the
intro
background.
thing?
Yeah, he filmed all that when he was visiting the city to see landmarks.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That explains like the weird kind of like shitty zoom ins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he actually filmed that.
I like that. That's good. Because it's a shitty place. Like it's not. There's nothing there. Like
yeah.
it's just a place. Like, there's nothing substantial about it. God damn it! What?
You got it.
Scranton.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Jesus.
In Parks and Rec, Leslie wasn't actually supposed to be the lead character.
Oh, I'm guessing probably Ron.
I don't know. I don't think they even had one figured out. But they just like realized that like, oh, this should be it.
It was Steve Carell actually.
Yeah, because they were gonna pretty much do a spinoff of The Office, and then it
Yeah, that was
changed.
basically it,
Yeah, completely changed.
but a little more grounded.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was also almost canceled in season 1, but they just ran another season and people started loving it. Pawnee, Indiana is also a real place. It's Bloomington, Indiana.
Pawnee.
It's the exact town. Ron Swanson, the character, they met some government officials during the thing to do some research, and he met one person that was extremely anti-government that like brought his character aside or the actor aside and like talked to him a lot, and he based the entire character off this one government official.
Damn.
So
So it's
like
a real dude.
He's like supposed to be like a real person.
Oh my god.
He said he was talking about how much he loved meat and alcohol and he don't trust all this stuff, and he was like just taking him aside and be like, "You look like a real man," and he just based his character off this one guy he met.
My God.
And it was perfect for Nick Offerman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's great.
Little Sebastian apparently was really hard to work with.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, those kind of actors that have big names.
Yeah.
Who's little Sebastian?
How do you fucking
Oh
not
my
know? 10,000 candles, Cully. 10,000 candles.
Oh, because I've never seen the show, really.
God. That would be
And
it.
so you have an
Yeah.
opinion on which one's better.
The Cones of Dunshire, Ben Wyatt's game that he invented in the game, became a real game. Or in the movie. Show. Became a real game after the show.
Damn.
Because people liked it so much.
I mean, a lot of shows have that where they just have a fake game. And they're like, people are like, fuck it, we're doing a real thing for this.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
All about the cones.
Anyway,
About the cones.
that's what I got.
That's what you got?
I personally like Parks and Rec more. I watched it through like twice.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
watch
it's a like yeah. I think just with it being like, you know, The Office kind of paved the way for it, and
Yeah.
then they were able, after where they got their kind of stride with the characters, were able to kind of just adapt and make it better, I think.
Okay.
It's so heartfelt and wholesome, but also fucking hilarious. Andy and Ron are two hugely fucking like without those two characters, my whole humor would be so much different. I really think so.
Yeah,
And I
I've
can't
seen
say the same
clips
thing
of
about The
shit that
Office.
they've said, and it's really fucking.
It's
funny.
it's
really
just the
yeah.
funniest fucking
even
shit.
without context, you're just like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, I
This is
think
ridiculous.
well, some of my favorite parts of the show is when they do like a public forum and they just have the townsfolk
Yeah.
saying shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, why is my toes green?
Yeah. This is the
We're
most
here to
random
talk
shit.
about the new park. Yeah, but if I start running through the grass with my shoes off and my toes start going green, who am I gonna complain to?
And the whole show is like a really good storyline too. Like actually very good storyline. Good relationships. Good, like Leslie works her way up through government offices, and it's super heartfelt. Like the whole thing's fucking great. It's such a good show.
So Ron doesn't trust the government, but he works for the government.
Exactly. Well, there's a whole thing on that too.
He's he's a libertarian. He works for the government, and his whole job is to make it so that it doesn't function.
Yeah, he's like, I took this job so I can make it so it doesn't function. It's just the whole thing, dude.
Huh.
It's fucking, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
and
idea.
like April becomes his assistant because April's really bad at working because she doesn't want to work.
And he's like, perfect.
He's like, yeah, this is exactly who I want.
Perfect.
So
Right.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
fucking you'd
Silly.
Love it. You'd love it.
the development of the characters I think is really heartfelt. Like especially the storyline with Ben and Wyatt,
Mhm.
like going from this asshole accountant that's like, you guys are in the red and we're gonna cut everything and gut every single thing, to like, yeah, I want to help the government and be a better person, and I love
Yeah.
you, Leslie.
Like there's so much of a story and everything's so well rounded and they touch on everything. Whereas The Office is more so just like each episode's funny and there's a story, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like each episode's another random chaotic thing
Yeah, with some aspects like
of a
being a story,
continuous story. Like there's Jim
like
and
Jim and Pam's
Pam,
love thing happening.
Stanley
Yeah.
heart attack,
Oh yeah.
Michael's relationships. But it's not like, yeah, it's more so just like The Office and funny shit.
Yeah.
Whereas Parks and Rec is like a whole show with a lot more themes to it and stuff.
Mm.
So I like it more. But
Yeah, I think both series definitely have a pretty big fall off towards the end.
yeah,
Which,
Parks and Rec,
Not as much with Parks and Rec.
it was good. It finished out well.
I think they could have ended it in season 6,
yeah, but
and then
it's
season
also
7,
so long of it. It's like it's nice to have the full. I don't know.
It's just they made it so that things could have wrapped up, but then they're like,
Uh-huh.
we could do one more, and then they did this weird thing where it's like, oh, it's years in the future, and so they're pretending to be like what the future is.
it was weird.
Yeah,
But then with like The Office, when Michael left, they brought like Will Ferrell in. They brought all these other guys in. And, like I just kind of like lost interest because it wasn't the same show at
Mhm.
all. I mean, it was fun.
Everybody else was the same, but it lost
there's
the point.
the
of it.
luster of. Yeah.
But I mean, it did have like some good ones. Like, oh god, the guy who's like one of the main characters. I think it's like the Red List or something.
yeah,
Oh,
Like, I'm the Lizard King.
I forgot his name.
bitch.
He's in all the Will Ferrell movies.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah,
It's on the blacklist. is what you're thinking
Blacklist.
of. Another color, but
a different color.
oh, what is that actor? He was also the voice of Ultron in the Avengers movie. He's got a great voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fuck, who is he?
Well, we may never know.
I'll look it up.
Well, while he looks it up, I'll move on to my topic.
Yeah.
And let's give you a little ASMR because my topic is light beer versus IPA. So
Nice.
I am drinking a Trash Bird Hazy
Yeah,
IPA
what are you
from a
drinking?
local brewery called Gruff.
You know, I was
Brewing
wondering why you
Company.
hadn't opened that yet.
The actor is James Spader.
James Spader.
Oh. That guy. That.
Oh, that's not
Don't mix him up with his sister,
That's
Jamie's.
not who I was thinking of.
I messed it up.
Jamie Clubs.
I was gonna say Jamie Neuter. There we go.
Huh.
Get your
Spader. I hardly know her. Yeah. So between light beer and IPAs, do you guys have a preference?
light beer. This one.
I do.
I like this one. This is Montucky Cold Snack.
I really used to like IPAs a
That's
lot,
it.
and now for some reason I really don't. They're hard to drink now.
Yep.
They're awful.
I'd rather have a There's some most light beer sucks ass, but there's a few that are just so like Montucky's so good.
Montucky.
Michelob's pretty dank.
You see, I went to party college, and I learned very quickly my favorite kind of alcohol is free. So when it comes to beers and stuff, my favorite is the ones I can get down.
There you go.
IPAs, hard for me to get down.
I don't know. I went through a whole thing where I was like really into 'em. And then I think that is what made me not into them after a while.
It tastes like
Got sick of 'em.
they took the shittiest parts of the bush and tried to make a tea out of it, and then they're like, kind of tastes like beer. Good enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to get some pulp here and there. My
Yeah.
brother likes like the double hopped fucking 10%. I'm like, the worst beer I've ever had
They're
is
so bad.
Juice Force, I think, by God, I couldn't tell you the brand, but yeah, Juicy. It was like a juicy IPA. Fucking worst thing I've ever had in my life.
Huh.
I seriously haven't had anything that tastes worse, except for breadfruit.
A couple years ago, I was riding with some dudes at night, and it was like 10 of us, I think, and half of them, like every time we'd stop, they would like smoke a bowl real quick, and then the other half would be like they'd crush a beer, and I'm just like, it's pitch black outside. We have lights on our dirt bikes that we can barely see. Why are you doing that? Anyway, they were all drinking like triple IPAs, like they were nothing. And then we go ride this crazy shit, and I'm like, how do you even? First of all, how do you enjoy that? Second of all, how are you riding?
Yeah. God,
crazy.
well, because when I'm on the mountain, I usually get like a light IPA because when I'm like tired, it's not as bad. I don't know.
It has, I don't know.
Kentucky, dude.
It has,
Like
feels
sitting
a-
here right now, nah.
It has like a fullness to it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's when I'm really cold and I'm on the mountain and I'm like active. For some reason, it's not as bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't care what it tastes like. I just want it
But
in me.
the best beer I've ever had, I was, I might have been with you, Josh, with Patrick and Tyler. We were running down from Skyline. My Volvo broke down. We sprinted down the mountain, and these guys were like, "We'll give you a ride down, but we're trail runners and we have the time to make." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" So we all ran down with these really fast trail runners. And they took us down to town, but they gave us a Stella when we got down. They're waiting there. I'm not even sweating at all. 8 miles later.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like a cooler full of Stellas. And I was like, we're all like, oh, thanks for waiting 2 minutes. We made a good time. But that was the best beer I've ever had in my life. Fucking Stella at the bottom of that mountain.
Damn.
Best beer.
Yeah,
We'll give you. I got a problem with that. We'll give you a ride, but we're runners, so we're trying to keep time.
No, they had to make time. They had to get somewhere. Like they were doing like a morning run. They were like those guys.
Yeah, they were doing
a
their
morning
run.
16-mile run.
So they're like, we'll get you, but we have to finish
Like
our
we have
run.
work or something. I don't know. Like they were just
Huh.
like we actually can't like take too long. So we sprinted as fast as we could, and it was actually really fun.
That sounds
Yeah.
horrible.
So
Now my knees couldn't do that.
I
at
was
all.
not there for that because that was the summer before college, I think. And
It might just be me,
I had
Scott,
to
Patrick, and Tyler.
I had to do work. So yeah, I think it was just you three. You guys tried to get me to
4:30.
go, and I was like, I'm sorry, this is
Okay.
like my last week.
Yeah. It's the last time I ever ran down a mountain. Everything hurts after that. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
Would you say it was all downhill
From there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Stella, yeah, that's a good beer.
That's a great beer.
Stella Artois.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. guy.
When Cully and I went bowling, we got a picture of Stella.
That's good.
Cool,
I
nice,
drank,
yeah.
I drank a lot of it,
That was working. That's
and now,
probably
which is funny because I'm like, yeah, I'm not drinking. I got drunk and went bowling.
you said you're not drinking?
Yeah. I was
Why?
kind of like, I'm not really because I don't really drink anyway. Like the times I do, it's with you guys, and we're just doing nothing.
Yeah, just get LaCroix or something.
Yeah, I do. But then I saw Montucky, so I got those too.
Yeah.
So you're drinking.
Yeah.
I have a beer like once a month.
Yeah, but you're not drinking. You have
Yeah.
a beer every time I do this podcast here.
Nope, not true. I have a kombucha.
One time.
3, 4 times.
Okay.
Anyways, the gist. IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale and usually has an ABV, also known as
That's racist.
alcohol by
That's
volume.
racist.
It's actually India Pale Ale.
India.
Yeah.
Did I say Indian? I even wrote India.
Yeah.
India Pale Ale.
IND.
'Cause
I got it. I got the rest of it.
Because I don't know. I've always thought of it as Indian Pale Ale. But yeah,
Yeah, well-
India Pale Ale. We'll get there.
So racist of you.
It's about the location.
Freudian slip. It's not very racist.
Well, and then I also wrote alcohol by volume instead of volume. ABV.
Alcohol by ballin'.
ABV. Alcohol by volume.
Yeah, I must have been drinking when I was doing this research.
You're like, oh, this is real research.
ABV, alcohol by volume, between 5 and 10%. Light beers are usually a pale lager with reduced alcohol content or calories and range from 4 to 5% ABV. It is distinct from light lager, which is a term to distinguish pale or golden lagers with a lighter body from the traditional amber lagers or dark beers.
That's what I like.
That's that shit
As
I
light
like.
as you can go, I'll drink it.
No, I don't like.
Yeah, so let's
Love
hop
light
right
beer.
in. Light
Let's,
beers.
Let's hop right in.
Light beers. Before light beer, there was small beer, usually brewed at 0.5 to 2.8% ABV, sometimes unfiltered and porridge-like. It was
So
consumed
what?
at home by children and servants.
It was
small beer.
porridge like?
Porridge,
Like porridge.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ugh.
this is some old school at
Old
home
school.
brewing stuff.
You never done that? Had porridge beer? It's great.
porridge beer.
No, I don't ever want to.
Just
No,
pour
I-
beer and some oatmeal.
I just.
What are you doing over there
I'm
with
trying
your...
to find out the ABV on the Montucky, but
That's not on there.
well,
They're not on the can. It's on
that's
the...
what they have to be.
No. It's on the box.
What is it on the box? Because it said 8%, and I was like, what? And then it said, oh, back to
8%
local
to
causes.
charities, yeah.
And then it said 12, and I was like, what? Oh,
I
12
think it's, like,
ounces.
it's probably 4 or something. It's
Yeah.
not anything.
The term light beer was used in 1941 when Coors Brewing Company sold low ABV beer, Coors Light. It was sold for less than a year. And then they just stopped doing it because not enough people were really buying it. In 1967, New York's Rheingold Brewery introduced 4.2% pale lager, Gablinger's Diet Beer. It was marketed as a beer for people dieting and was not successful. Turns out people that want to diet and people who drink beer, it's a Venn diagram of just two circles not touching.
It's boobies.
Boobies, yes. The recipe traded hands to Peter Hand Brewing Company in Chicago, who sold it as Meister Brau Light. This brewery was later sold to the Miller Brewing Company in 1972 and relaunched the light beer as Miller Lite. Coors Light relaunched in 1978 as a 4.2% ABV pale lager. To get the reduced calories, the carbohydrates and ethyl alcohol is reduced. Who would have thought? They put less stuff in it, and it's less calories.
Wow.
I'll drink an IPA to that.
Also, I just totally guessed on what the alcohol by volume of a Montucky is. I said 4. It's 4.1, so, you know.
Damn.
I mean, you have like 0.03 to work within.
What?
I feel like light beers are all 4.0 to 4.5.
No.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Okay.
No.
Josh, is he wrong?
Well, I did say 4 to 5, so.
So, yeah.
Haha.
Ah!
Between two numbers, I was closer
That's
to
true.
one.
That's true.
The
You're
one
very,
I said.
you're about as close as you can
Let's talk about India Pale Ales.
get.
Apples.
Yeeples. It got its name because an English brewer shipping beer through the East India Company decided to add extra hops as a preservative. In recent decades, hoppier beers became popular as the American craft beer scene boomed.
It's disgusting.
Like, I feel like even when we were in high school, it was starting to really blow up, and there was just so many different kinds.
Not me. I was raised on cheap beer.
Well, I wasn't raised on beer, so
Kentucky. Not the word I was trying to go.
Kentucky.
Kokanee.
I
don't know
was
why I
raised
said-
in Kentucky.
Kentucky. No, I Kokanee, Miller Genuine Draft, Corona. Basically all the beers that I stole from my dad and then hid away for like months and drank later.
Yeah, I don't think,
Badass.
Yeah.
I don't think my parents really
That was pretty cool.
drank.
Yeah.
They had three kids that were a lot.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they just didn't want you to see them drink.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they would drink like when they did stuff, but they rarely did stuff.
Man, we had like all the fancy beer glasses everywhere, and I'd be like, "Mom, what's Red Hook? Mom, what's Fat Tire?"
I would say this, my mom has never been an alcoholic.
Yep. My parents are not alcoholics, but they drink.
Oh, my dad.
My dad,
was
you go to his
for
house, he's
years.
like, you got like all the nice whiskey. He bought me a nice bottle of whiskey for Christmas. I
Just
drank
nice.
all of it in like
Just
one
beer.
night.
Oh, I was like, oh, you saving it
Oh
for
my
something
God.
special?
I'm
But
not being an alcoholic. No, I was, and then I drank it all.
I mean, what's a more special moment than that
I
moment
can
right
put down
there?
some alcohol, man. It's not good. I can put it down.
Yeah, I can't. I've always had low tolerance.
Yeah, I can
It's
put,
so nice.
I can put it down, and I like it because I've described this before. It's really easy for me to get drunk quickly, so I'll front load usually, but it takes
Yeah.
me a long time to be gone.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, I can drink quite a lot. Like whenever I get home, I pretty much make an old fashioned like probably 3 times a week. When I
Make
get
an
home.
old fashioned what? Like old fashioned milkshake.
God, this guy's so funny.
I mean, someone's got to do it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's why I don't buy alcohol, because if I have it, I'll drink it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't buy it myself. Yeah.
That's a good way to live, I think.
Yeah.
Hops are one of 4 essential ingredients for beer: water, malt, yeast, and hops.
Yep, that's what is in there.
Yep. Hops are aromatic flowers
I
that
know
grow
things.
off a viney plant that is normally considered a weed. I guess we found more uses for weed.
I was driving around New Zealand, and I didn't know it, but I was like, wow, this smells like beer. What's going on? It just smelled like beer. And I was driving through a hop field. So I
Oh.
didn't realize it. Yeah. Well, like a road. It wasn't. I was driving
It's
through
just
a
a
road.
bunch of people that have beers on the side of the road.
No, it was like,
hop field.
it was a hop farm, like hundreds of acres of hops.
Damn.
It smelled like beer. Beer smells like hops. That's what it smells like. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're aromatic.
Yeah, very aromatic.
Very. Hops have been cultivated to have different flavors, like piney or citrusy.
Yeah.
I think I've also heard of like nutty as well.
I wouldn't like a nutty hop.
I like the word cultivate.
Cultivate's a nice word.
Cultivate.
The different types of hops and like how they cultivate them is a lot
Cultivate.
like how they do different strains of weed.
So they have the hops like kiss each other.
Different terpenes.
Makes sense. No, yeah, it was
Now,
like I was driving
yeah.
through a weed field, but it was just beer smelling instead.
Yeah.
It was so strong.
Damn.
Same thing. You grow a plant
Cool.
and you put some shit in water and there you go. Yeah.
I wonder
baby.
what if you smoked the beer, the hops?
And drank the weed.
Whoa,
Oh,
Holy shit.
that'd be pretty sick.
dude, weed beer.
They have that already. Yeah, I know.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they have so many weed drinks, except for it's like 100 milligrams or something.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we should make one that's
they
like 4
work.
milligrams, like a light one,
Ooh.
right? A
So-
beer that's just like 4 milligrams.
So you could drink one beer and then be like, yeah, I'm all right. Or you drink one of those and...
I was gonna say it'd have to be like
what?
2. It has to be like super light.
Or like mostly CBD.
2.
So it just feels good.
How are you with it? Like a normal 10?
Well, like
edible?
a 10 milligram gummy can like floor a person.
I'm pretty chill
Yeah,
on 10 mil.
that would
usually.
put me... I would hide in my closet.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll make an ultralight too.
Yeah.
We'll make
There's different options.
That'd be kind of fun, like a light beer. It's just a beer that has 2 milligrams of THC
I'm gonna
Yeah.
see- I'm
and
gonna see if this is
CBD,
a
full
thing.
spectrum.
Like we could even just I don't know be dumb and have like a droplet little thing. Hey guys, everyone stop listening. We're trying to get this idea down.
That's a good idea.
Can of beer. Cannabis
Ah.
beer is a beer that's been infused with cannabis. It can be non-alcoholic and contain THC and CBD. So it's non-alcoholic, but it's got THC stuff. How
much?
They add cannabis to the beer during the brewing process. Brewers can add cannabis tinctures to customize the THC concentration.
That's all you need is tinctures. And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So here's some names. It's Grainwave Belgian style white ale.
Is it White Widow?
Non-alcoholic. I don't know, maybe. And it has 5 mils per bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds standard. 4 to 5.
Hi-fi hops. Doesn't say how much is in there.
Scary.
Indie Wave IPA.
Oh god.
Oh my god, it's got 10 mils in one bottle.
I can't whistle. I tried. Thank you.
Oh, the hop plant is a close botanical cousin of cannabis.
That
Oh.
makes sense. Weird.
Brewers have been using cannabis to flavor beer for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's not an original idea.
Brewers have been using cannabis to flavor beers for a long time,
Yeah. I guess that's what people are like, oh, it's a skunky beer.
but it doesn't actually get you high.
Nope, just flavor.
But the tincture, though, if you add a
The flavor
tincture,
of the
obviously, you
food.
would.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
you gotta
if add
remember.
the THC.
But if you
then yeah.
use just like the bud to infuse, it won't get you high at all. Through the process, it must.
I mean, like you also have to remember
I
that
don't know.
it's only like the last couple of decades where they've been able to make buds actually have like super high concentrations of the THC crystals.
yeah.
Because like if
Sure.
you like watch any of the weed movies back from like even like the 90s,
Shit
it's like
looks like
talking about like removing like the seeds. Yeah, it like looks like ass. So thinking about just like dropping a couple of those in your vat, like
Which is why older movies, they would show stoners like smoking all the time because they would like barely be high and needing to smoke as if they were like cigarettes. But now if you do that with a fucking legit joint, like your face falls off and you're halfway through.
It is crazy how high you can get quickly. Like
you get like 92% stuff.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's nuts.
Or like oils that are like 98%.
Yeah.
Like,
What are you running from?
Have you guys heard of like, what is it, like Delta 9 THC or whatever?
isn't that the like quote unquote legal?
It's like a,
It's like not spice, but it's like the same
Spice.
thing.
Yeah, because I thought you can actually buy
fake.
that like in stores.
I think you
like
can.
without like in like non-legal states.
In like smoke shops and whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can you?
I think you
Is
can.
that
I'm pretty
Delta
sure. I'm pretty sure that's like the like quote unquote not like it's like not what is it scheduled.
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
weird. All I know is it's the most.
Yeah, I know.
It's the most potent form of THC. So
Which
that's
that's a little scary.
confusing how that would
Yeah,
be.
no thanks.
I don't need that.
Makes
How is
no
that
fucking sense.
legal in non-drug states, but it's the most
Exactly what
potent
I was gonna say.
form. Very
Exactly what I was gonna say. Well, alcohol's illegal and it kills a shitload of people every year. So
Yeah,
because
known
it
to be
helps with pain
cancerous.
very well. Yeah, 'cause it's fucking the highest form. Anyway,
good.
Anyways, back to IPAs. You want
Anyway.
to know about some subdivisions of IPAs? Oh yeah. All right, little fella. Thanks. Let's start off with the American IPA. Usually a pretty hoppy beer, but subjective based on the brewer. Also called American Pale Ale.
APA.
Yep. West Coast IPA.
That's a good catch.
Tending to have a sharper, pineier flavors. It's like they threw in hops by the fistful.
Oh, so it's gross or
Yeah, grosser.
more grosser.
New England IPA or NEPA, NEIPA, are brewed
Easy
to have
there,
a
sailor.
cloudy/hazy look in the glass and aim to produce juicy, thicker flavors
Ugh,
while
nope.
being smooth and pillowy to drink.
I don't want to drink a pillow.
Then don't get a NEPA. Double IPA, around a 7.5% ABV. They have lots of hops. Some would say double.
Whoa.
You also got Imperial IPA, aka triple
that's
IPA.
what my brother likes. Ugh.
Close to 10% ABV. Might as well just eat hops at that point.
Gross.
Yeah, dude, the fucking hop plants look just like weed. Not really. Similar.
Also,
Yeah.
fuck the Imperials.
Session IPA/session ale. Session can apply to any beer. It's usually a 4.5 to 5% ABV or lower. Do you guys know what
4% or lower, you said?
4.5 to 5%?
That's Session.
Yeah.
I thought Sessions was a brand.
I mean, it can be, but
Well, then
I-
that's confusing. Sessions beer.
I mean, they do that.
Session ale.
Like when you go to the ATM machine.
Yeah, that's just redundant. But
Very. IBUs. Do you guys know what IBUs are?
Imperial. IB.
No would have sufficed.
Wait. Oh God.
imaginary
IBUs.
bowling
Imperial
uniforms.
Beverage Unit. I forgot.
It's International Bitterness Unit.
Oh, because that's how you
Oh.
measure like pale ale versus like lagers and pilsners. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It might be found on your beer bottle, and it marks how bitter the beer
Oh, my
is.
nose is getting so
Go
clogged
figure.
up right now.
Yeah, but this is how we could probably determine like what our maximum like IBU is before we're like, fuck this, I don't want to drink this anymore.
Yeah.
It goes it goes as low as 10. It can be as high as 100 or more, is what they say. I'm like, cool. So it's
then
above
that's-
100.
Yeah, so
like,
it's not as high as 100. It's more.
it's more than 100.
Jesus.
Like the Scoville scale, it tells you how intense the hop profile is. So
Super
here's some
intense.
exemplars. Coors Light is 10.
Okay.
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, 37. A Guinness, 45.
I love Guinness.
Guinness, I've had Guinness a couple of
Only
times.
nitro, of course.
And it's pretty good.
Nitro.
Like I said, my favorite beer is free beer. Sam Adams Rebel Rouser Double IPA, 85. Harpoon Leviathan Imperial IPA, 122.
Oh God.
See, but that has a really cool name, and that's why people drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I've
take a
never-
sip and they're like, "Hey, I'm drinking a Harpoon. It's pretty fucking sweet." Like, are you okay? Every time you drink it, you seize. Like, no, yeah, it's cool. It's a Harpoon.
Yeah, man,
great.
I crush poon after work every day.
I'm lonely. You're like, oh, okay, buddy. Well, stop drinking really bitter beer. That might help.
So it goes. Pilsner, Pale Ale, which can be like American or New, and then it goes New England, and then it goes Indian Pale Ale, and then like Imperial Pale Ale. That's like kind of like the order.
So
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Never
Like
mind.
you have your light beers, your pills, and then it goes like Pilsner Pale Ale, which is more like an actual like beer in a way, I would call it. Then you got like your Guinness, and then yeah, you start to head towards into the IPA range, which is like above like 50 or so.
IPA.
And then yeah, the double IPAs, like 70 to 90, and then like the Imperials, which is the triple IPAs, is that like 90 and above range probably.
I'm on this website right here, which is just like talking about beer, and Boundary Bay made the cut for one of the best IPAs. They're talking about
Too bad they're
examples of bitterness.
Yeah. Oh, another thing about light beers, Rainier. I think we have a local bar here called the Beaver that has sold
Beeve.
the most Rainier in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Really? More than
Yeah.
anywhere in Seattle?
At
Or Portland?
The
Wow.
whole country.
That fucking checks out. People in Bellingham love the Rainier.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's our beer.
Beaver. That place
Beeve.
is such a fucking dive bar.
That's why it's the best.
It is pretty cool. There's
I
a
love dive
jukebox.
bars.
I think I've only
Yeah.
been there once, and it was on a date.
It's
and I'm like,
so
I don't know if I wanna be here.
So
shoddy.
divey.
But I used to
So
live
divey.
right across the street, so I'd go there all the time and play pool.
oh, they have a pool. I want to play pool.
We got 2 pool
I
tables.
love pool. Yeah, but that's about all I had on beer.
Beer.
Well, speaking of that,
Man.
I had no better transition than that. Anyway, if
All
you're
right, you fucking jack.
yeah, I know that was terrible. Do you like beer like Australians do? There you go. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Welcome to Australia. What do you guys think of when you hear wallaby or kangaroo?
I think I can picture one, and I can't really picture the other.
I think that video where that kangaroo was fucking like like choking out that dog, and the guy was like, "Hey!"
Oh, the guy just
And the guy
punches
fucking-
it.
Right
they
over there, he's
started
like fucking
fighting.
squared up
They
and punched him. The
both
guy with the
squared
thing was
up.
like, "Oh,
was like,
fuck."
Ah, shit, mate. I didn't fucking know you were going to punch me.
But I was just fucking playing with your dog,
Fuck's
mate.
that
You didn't
for,
have to
mate?
fucking get so fucking aggressive with me.
Yeah, me and
Get
dog
out.
hanging out.
I also think
Bit of a cunt now, eh?
Your dog fucking likes me, mate. You fucking can't.
Yeah.
You knows it.
Yeah,
I think
fuck off.
Kangaroo Jack.
Oh, God, Kangaroo Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I've seen that.
I got to rewatch
It's
that.
a fever dream.
Is that
because
with Ice Cube?
Nope. It's, no.
I thought it was
It's, God, what's his name?
ah.
He was an actor in 2000s. He did everything. I think Jerry O'Connell
I don't
was
think
in
I've
it.
seen
And then, who was the other guy?
But yeah, they basically made that movie. They framed it as a kids movie, and then it was actually like some weird like drug cartel buddy comedy kind of thing.
yeah.
And the whole thing, but they're like, yeah, it's about this kangaroo. Like the kangaroo's like in it barely, and the main reason, like the main thing they were going off of, is like they had this whole drug dream where the kangaroo was talking to them.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Oh, I don't.
Weird.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a totally different movie, and they're like, this is not working. What if we frame this as a kids movie?
Sure. That way we can give kids shit movies. They'll like it.
Just make it a kids movie. Everybody loves kids movies. They can be bad and people love them.
That's true.
Wallaby, I think of a fucking smaller kangaroo, little cute little guy, like more round and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good. They are more round. They're smaller. They're more round.
Wallaby, more like a wannabe.
Yeah, fucking wallaby. Or maybe you think of your favorite marsupial characters, which they are the largest marsupials, kangaroos, like Kanga and Roo, friends of Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh.
And Sora, too.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about that. Oh, bother. Oh, jeez. Well, they got big springy legs and shit, and a big old thick tail, and you think about like muscled, upright dog-looking things. That's kangaroos.
Fucking dog-looking things or something.
Fucking dog-looking thing.
Hey, Ma! What is that? The fuck is that?
The fuck is that? It's that fucked up cat. I love that. So, if you've ever there's, I mean, besides being kangaroos being bigger than wallabies, like you can talk about the length of a kangaroo's head is very canine-like, where it's kind of long and snouted, and the wallaby has more, or not as pronounced snout, but he has a more rounded kind of forehead area, like you know, a donkey's head, where it's kind of like they got the little snout and they've got kind of a rolled forehead.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Donkey's head, of
They
course.
got,
I
they
can
got,
picture
a little,
that.
they
I've seen
got a little
donkeys. I
tiny
know.
donkey face. Yeah. So a kangaroo is in the I should have known how to, Macropodidae family. Macropodidae.
Macropodidae.
And the wallaby is the Notomacropus. They look very much alike. They're both marsupials, which means they're born as an embryo and are developed, carried, and suckled in a pouch on the mother's belly. Yeah. Kangaroos are way taller. I found a fucking height difference on this, and it was stupid. It was like, they can be like a foot to like 20 feet, or I don't know. I was like, what?
What?
Yeah, and they did that for the weight too. It was like, I can be like 40 pounds or like 200
There's
pounds.
probably different species of kangaroos.
Well, there are. That's
Well,
another fun fact.
Probably why that happened.
There are 4 different species of kangaroos, and there are 47 different wallabies.
Jeez.
Dude, I typed in different species of kangaroo on my search, and the first suggestion that came up was human. People are fucking idiots, dude.
Yeah.
That's the main search for different species of
Human.
Different.
Kangaroos can
People are
grow as
fucking
tall
so
as 8
stupid.
feet and weigh as much as 200 pounds. Wallabies, on the other hand, have more compact legs that are designed for agility in forested areas. Though there are many different species. Oh, I was wrong. Nope, never mind. I was correct. They tend to weigh no more than 45 pounds. This is wallabies.
Oh, that's a little.
Yeah, they're little babies. And they rarely get any taller than like 3 feet, 3.5 feet.
It's like a toddler.
Not including their tails. Yeah, they're just little tiny dudes. They're little tiny dudes. Another way to identify the difference between the two or one over the other is the color. A wallaby's coat is usually brighter with 2 to 3 different color variations. For example, the unfortunately named red-necked wallaby has a grayish belly with red markings on its shoulders. The kangaroo's coat is usually less splashy and more uniform with muted colors of either brown or gray. For a more scientific way to tell these two animals apart, you have to get these guys to open their mouth and say, ah. Their teeth
Okay.
are in there.
You gotta get out mouth and say,
I gotta open their mouth and get them to say, ah, without
What the fuck?
punching you in the gut. Another thing, like with their teeth, wallabies have very flat molars, which they use to like crunch and grind their feed because they're in like kind of lowland forested areas. And kangaroos have more pronounced crowns on their molars. And if you look at a skull, hopefully not, you'll see that the wallaby's head, while looking like a donkey's, the teeth are flat and in a straight line. And if you look at a kangaroo's, it's a lot longer of a muzzle, more narrowed, and the teeth kind of are in a bit of an arch where the middle is higher than that to outer side. So, yeah, kind of got like a rainbow teeth. They've evolved over the years. That's the reason they kind of came from the same species, but they evolved in different areas, and there you go. Divergent species. They both have cutting teeth. So, like, wallaby has, if I can remember correctly, I think it has like 1 or 2 cutting teeth in the front. So they mostly have molars, and then they've got a bit of an area in between. They have cutting teeth on the front. A kangaroo has more cutting teeth. And yeah, kangaroos shed their premolars, and wallabies do not. Why? Because they want to, man. Yeah. Kangaroos mostly eat leaves and grass. Which is weird because that's what wallabies eat too. So I'm like, why do they have different teeth then?
Oh, science.
Yeah, I mean, essentially science. And also, smaller is wallaby. How high do you think a kangaroo can jump?
6 feet.
Well, I should say, how far do you think a kangaroo can jump? Because that's a more accurate question.
6 feet.
6 feet? What do you got?
No, I'm lying.
22.
It's 25.
30
Holy shit.
in one bound.
Is that a running bound or a standing still bound?
Just let them have this, okay?
Like a long jump? Are we talking broad jump, long jump?
Triple jump.
Triple jump. One-legged triple jump.
30 feet long and 10 feet high in a single bound.
So probably like as
Oh
they're
my
bounding.
god.
Yeah. They can
10
also...
feet high?
Yeah. They can travel more than 30 miles an hour with a top speed of 40. Most of the time, they're like 15 miles an hour.
While bounding. 30 feet.
While bounding, just cruising along, yeah. Kangaroos are the tallest of all marsupials, standing at an impressive 6 feet tall average. They can be up to 8, like
Which
I said.
species is that?
Is that
the red kangaroo?
I mean, there's different species, but they're usually
big,
all like the
big
same.
muscular ones are like the red kangaroo, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are.
is
they're-
it with the tail or without?
That's without. They're standing
Without
on
the
feet.
tail.
Just
Yeah.
standing. Jesus,
Yeah.
8 feet.
When they rear up, they're like fucking 10
Yeah.
feet tall.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking
10 feet, like a basketball hoop tall on their rear
Yeah.
tail.
Don't fuck with a kangaroo. They have
That's
on
crazy.
their big bouncy feet, they have big like sharp claws that they use to dig into the earth and push. But they also, like, their defense is they stand up on their tail and they kick with their pointy sharp teeth or feet, and they gore you. So like you like get kicked in the stomach and all your guts fall out, and then you fucking
Jesus.
die. So don't fuck
And
with
you
a kangaroo.
fly back 50 feet and die
Yeah,
from,
exactly.
like, force. Jesus.
So while you watch your innards fly out, you're flying through the air, and
innards
then you
fly,
hit a tree.
Are stayed and stationary as they rip out.
They're like,
and
oh,
you fly
that's
backwards.
my. Oh no. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So they're big.
Yeah,
They're
fuck
scary.
with
They're strong. Newborn kangaroo size. It's just an inch. They look like a little jelly.
They're an
bean.
inch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so
Are
little.
they hopping around yet, or are they just in a
Little
little
tiny.
pouch?
No,
it's
so they're.
just a little jelly bean.
It's actually more of a grape. That'd be more accurate. They crawl from the birthing canal
Ew.
to yeah. I was waiting for you guys to be like,
Cully, that's called a woman.
yikes. Delete. Can we delete this whole podcast?
Scrap it.
Josh's words, not mine. Yeah. So they're the size of a grape. They crawl. They're only an inch long. They crawl unassisted to their mother's pouch, which is like in the front, like to get like a little pouch here.
So they crawl from the birthing canal
Yeah, they-
up around the
they
pouch.
come out and they're just like grabbing hair and like, yeah. and they-
Really?
Yeah. They
They
just
rock climb from the start.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
dope.
I mean, usually the mom is like laying down because she's giving birth. She's not like bouncing at fucking
fair.
40 miles
They're
an
like,
hour.
Come on, one's gonna make it. That's fair.
Yeah.
They're just crawling.
These little
around.
grapes just like,
bouncing around.
better get used to it, boy. Grow up fast.
I'm bounding.
Joeys are what they're called.
Wow.
They're little
Joeys?
tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
After only 5 weeks of gestation.
Hey, Joey.
Joeys.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah. Newborn kangaroos are born only 1 inch long, so they are called joeys from when they're born. Joeys can go dormant if the mother becomes pregnant while the pouch is in use. So once the young joey leaves the pouch, typically like 10 months old, the mother's body will send hormonal signals to start fetal development of the next joey.
Dang.
Oh,
Yeah.
one Joey at a time.
One joey at a time.
Oh, okay.
Because you only got one pouch, bro.
I thought they could share the pouch. I don't know.
No, the fuckers get big.
One Joey.
They
Yeah,
grow
they get
from
pretty big.
a grape to like a dog.
I mean, that's wild that they can be pregnant and then just be like, hold on 1 minute.
Yeah, like hold on, I got one in the chamber.
Just wait.
Dude, they got him in the pouch.
Yeah.
What do you call a group of kangaroos? It says it on my phone right here, but I hope you guys can read
A mob.
it. Yeah, you read it, didn't you?
No, I was just guessing.
It is a mob. Well, not the mob. Kangaroos reside in groups dubbed mobs, a large and disorderly crowd by Australians, which makes sense. Other
Or aren't
term-
they also called a troop?
Yep. Other terms for the groups include troops or herds, and they typically consist of 50 or more individuals. Though they can certainly live in smaller groups, the average kangaroo lifespan is 23 years in the wild. So, like I said, what do they eat? They have a chambered stomach similar to cows. They feast on a wide variety of plants, though a kangaroo's diet changes depending on which species they are and their location. Blah blah blah. To help with digestion. Jesus Christ! Kangaroos will regurgitate their food before chewing and swallowing it again, chewing their cud. Their highly specialized teeth helping them break down low trees, grasses, and leafy shrubs effectively. Their chambered stomachs are different enough from ruminants that they emit only 27% of methane cows do, despite similar diets.
So
Can you
you're
imagine if they were
saying-
carnivores?
Yeah, there's a movie about that.
Really?
Yes.
It's called Kangaroo Jack.
Is that what that was about?
Imagine if they just like hunted. It's like they'd be fucked. We'd all be fucked.
Nobody would go to. I mean, people shouldn't go to Australia already. Everything wants to kill you, but then you got 10 foot tall, 30 feet long, bouncing
Muscular as fuck.
like dudes.
Yeah. Just basically just like fucking roided up dudes running at 30 miles an hour just eating people.
Yeah. No thanks.
With just a little dog head on their face. just
Carrying
like-
little babies in their stomach, just running.
I got a baby in here and I got one.
Get him,
I got
Mom,
one
get
ready.
Frozen baby.
Frozen baby. Kangaroo species. 4 of them in Australia. The most iconic is what you said, the red kangaroo. They aren't the only species. The heaviest and largest species is joined by, you were incorrect, the eastern gray kangaroo, the western gray kangaroo, and the, what the hell is that word?
Try it.
Antilopine wallaroo.
Ah.
A wallaroo.
A wallaroo,
It's
yeah.
like a wallaby kangaroo.
It's probably the
Yeah.
smaller of the kangaroos.
They're like,
It's the smaller of the kangaroos
Looks
and,
like,
like,
I don't know,
Bridges
wallaroo.
the difference. Yeah, well, it's not a wallaby. It's not a kangaroo.
That's
It's
a
fucking
wallaroo.
wallaroo. Yeah, it's easy, mate. All right. Cracks beer. As an
They
average
should have named
Australian
the
scientist.
horse and donkey. They should have named it a heel.
That's,
Or a honky.
a honky.
honky.
Well, no, that's what white people are.
It's a honky.
So,
we sold that.
the western gray kangaroo also breaks down further into 2 subspecies. The Macropus fuliginosus. Dude, why do they... Yeah, no. The fuliginosus melanops and the fuliginosus. I don't know why that was important, but...
Wait. They're like, here's the sciencey word twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
sometimes they do that.
sciencey word and another sciencey word. But what's the difference between these? Well, that is 2 of the same sciencey words. Oh, okay, so they're different. Science. Kangaroos are primarily left-handed. I did not know that.
How did they know? They're like, hey, pick up this pencil. And each time they're like,
guess so.
Dave, go over there and fucking piss him off. See which hand he punches you with first.
Yeah. Which one does he swing first? Which one's he kind of tuck back? You know, that one's really going to fuck you when he lets him go.
Yeah, that was definitely a southpaw, mate.
Fucking tucked his left arm back, mate. Write it down.
Fuck, this one's a righty,
Oh,
mate.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, mate, they don't use their paws, they use their feet. Shit.
They got like tailends, mate. They got fucking tailends.
See the fucking tail on this
Look,
thing,
guts
mate.
are falling out, mate.
Yeah, you're doing right, perfect out there, Bruce. Just keep going. Write down all your information.
Cracks beer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Kangaroos are left-handed. According to researchers, individuals from the red kangaroo and eastern gray species have been observed using their left hand about 95% of the time to complete important tasks, such as grooming or eating. Kangaroos... Oh, I thought you were going to cough. Kangaroos typically use their right hand for strength and left hand for precision, challenging the assumption that handedness is unique to primates, like us humans, which it's not. Kangaroos are good swimmers. I didn't know this. I had no idea because I figured Australia was just dirt.
I mean, surrounded by
Swimming places.
Sharks.
They was that, yeah.
There's no water. It's just sharks. Yeah, they're very good swimmers. Though they have very few natural predators, they have been known to use the water to avoid or escape predators like dingoes, using their powerful tails to help them
They
swim.
could have fucking fought off a dingo.
I know.
pack of dingoes.
Fucking turn around, punch the dingo. Jesus Christ. In fact, kangaroos will sometimes lure their enemies, quote unquote, into water where they will use their powerful front paws with a punch force of 270 pounds, same as a human's punch force. So you're squaring up with kangaroo, you're squaring up with a dude at the bar. Like, same shit.
With talons.
Yeah, except they got
They got
claws
that one
on their
too.
toes.
Yeah.
And they, what did I say? They'll lure them into the water and drown them.
Yeah,
They're predator.
that's one
Like
thing
a
that
dingo?
if
Yeah.
you're going swimming in Australia and like not a pool or something, you have to look out and see if you can find a kangaroo.
Yeah, because they'll just fucking drown you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're just like shh shh. What are they holding you down with their hands? They putting you in their pouch? What are they doing?
Oh, they trick you. They think that you're going to get baptized, actually.
Oh god.
So you put the gown on and everything, and they lay you back, and they say,
They're all dressed up as like
bless
a
you, my
minister.
son. And then they just hold you down there too long because they really want all of
Imagine
God in
looking
you.
up through like the ripples of the water. You're like, wow, drowning, and you see a kangaroo just
Yeah.
looking down at you.
Just with the most serious face.
Is
just
that a dog?
staring.
What the fuck's happening?
I think there would be a separate line. Like, you go to heaven, everybody's waiting in line. Like, yeah, I got run over. Like, oh, I fell off a cliff. And there's a separate line for like people who are drowned by kangaroos. Like, they need a lot of mental health.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. They can't hop backwards.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
it makes sense. So what gives them the ability to hop great heights and lengths, their powerful hind legs and tail, ensures kangaroos cannot move backward. As these appendages...
It's the way it.
It's the way... What?
The way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
These
Music.
appendages help keep them balanced. The iconic animals are featured on the Australian coat of arms as a symbol of natural progress, only moving forward, never backward.
Because they can't.
Yeah, because they can't.
Like, no, it's not a choice, mate. They're not like progressive. They just keep fucking going back, mate.
Ooh.
Imagine if we could not go backwards.
So, kangaroo biting force. You said, what if they were like bite people, right?
So what if they
or
ate
meat?
people? Like, what if they were just like
What if they were
carnivores?
to? Okay, yeah. What if it was a carnivore? What would you think it would have in comparison in the animal kingdom? What would you think it would have the same bite force as?
a jackal?
A dog? Jackal.
Yeah,
Is
dog.
it jackal?
Jackal? Jackal? Is it a jackal?
Is it a jackal?
Nah, it's a grizzly bear.
Grizzly
Yeah, they can bite you with the strength of 975 psi. That's 6 times a human's bite force. Don't get bit by.
No, humans is
fucking
80,
kangaroo.
I thought. That's like 10 times.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, I got TMJs.
Yeah, I do. So,
Dude.
and a paw swiping force, which not just a punch, but they can punch like a human, but they swipe. 8,800 pounds feet. 8,800 pound feet per second. So that's 8 times what I could swipe you with. 8 times.
Okay, so their punch is the same, but their swipe
punch
is
is the
8
same.
times.
Yeah, if they come out with a hook on you, you're fucking.
So their
your head's
jabs
leaving
are
your body.
horrible, but their hooks are nuts.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what they get you. They punch you with a jab, and you're like, "Damn, that was actually like getting punched by a guy," and then your head's gone.
Dead. Done.
And
And,
then
they can
bite
bite
you.
your arm and crack it in half immediately.
Yeah,
A grizzly bear's bite force of the
grizzly
kangaroo?
bears. Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
That's dope.
I
These
can
things are
see-
crazy.
Yeah, I can see why they don't really have many predators.
30 feet
Well, yeah,
bounds,
like-
10 feet of jumping height,
Who
8
wants
feet
to
tall.
fuck with them?
Yeah, in groups. of
8 times our
50.
strength
Yeah.
and bite.
The tendons in their rear legs, their legs, they're bouncy legs. They're the only ones they have.
Are they bipeds technically? Because they do walk around on 4 sometimes.
Yeah, they kind of like crawl on all fours to, like,
Conserve.
yeah, it's just because if they're not,
I think marsupials technically are
Yeah.
quadrupeds. Technically.
but they don't, they can bounce 30 feet, and if your bush is like a foot away, you don't want to fucking overshoot that. So
Yeah.
I want that bush.
Damn it.
God damn. No, so they can store momentum and tension in those big tendons that they have, And so like if they don't jump the full 30, when they land, they just jump a little bit, boom, immediately they'll have a massive jump afterwards.
Damn.
So it's crazy. They can just, they just store
Like
all
a
that shit.
superhero.
They are like superheroes. Though kangaroos are killed in large numbers for their meat and their skins. Super sad. Despite their iconic stature, kangaroos are killed in the millions each year as their meat and skins are exported to
God.
over 70 countries. In 2023, Australia's government allowed for the killing of up to 5 million individuals through percentages ranging from 10% to 20% of the local population, specific to each state.
So there's a lot of roos there.
I don't know if kangaroos are, but I know wallabies are considered invasive.
Oh.
Yeah. So and there's so many. Like,
Wait, what? Where are wallabies from originally if they're invasive to Australia?
Australia. They're like a rat or something. You
Oh,
know,
they're
or a
considered a
rat or a
pest.
chicken. Yeah, they're
Okay.
considered a pest. But there's just so many of them that they're like, which I'm assuming that's what they're doing with these. Cool. I'm not going to read how they're killed. That's awful. Wow.
Guns.
That's awful.
Rocks.
I hope you never.
Emotional
Fu-
manipulation.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. They come up to you. Oh, I can fucking beat you in a fight. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. No, that's not how they do it. It's actually super fucking sad. It's terrible. Wobblies. What are they?
Small kangaroo, fat little kangaroo. They didn't really make the evolutionary ladder as well.
Yeah, they're little fat
Like,
guys.
wait for me. They didn't need to. So kangaroos evolved to move long distances, hence the 30 feet long. Wallabies evolved from the same sort of ancestor to be agile in kind of dense brush, dense wooded areas. So there you
Roll
go.
around. What's it? Where am I?
So
Yeah, when I was in New Zealand, I saw a kiwi. Oh my god,
A kiwi-
dude.
oh, fat
what
little-
a weird animal.
the fat little stupid thing.
I was just
little bird.
It was like it was nocturnal, so I was in the zoo. I wasn't in wild, obviously. They're very rare.
Did
but
they have the lights off?
yeah, it was like infrared, and
How'd you see it then?
it was red, but it was like almost infrared. It was very dark,
Mm.
and you could barely see. But there was like this bushy.
He
you
inferred
heard,
it was red.
heard the bush rattling, and all of a sudden you see this like ball go. It's like a ball like hopping, but you can see like a long beak and legs, and it's just so goofy looking.
Yeah,
And
like
then you'd see another bush just rattle, and you see like two go, and they go. I can't do the sound because I'm not a kiwi, but like they squeak. It's so cute. Yeah,
whoever designed them was like,
it's such a weird.
it's like we have this animal here that I want to show it to you, creator, but like, yeah, my kid used clay and it doesn't. It's kind of shitty.
He calls it a kiwi.
It says it's kiwi, and the creator's like, that's
a bird.
sick. Send it.
It's a bird, but it can't do what birds do at
Wait,
all.
what?
It can't fly at all.
I already made them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, but these things, dude, like literally,
The egg is
The-
the size of their body.
yeah, the girl that was like in the tour was like,
So basically, if we didn't have this zoo here, they literally would not be able to survive in the wild. And so actually they're very stupidly made. And it really it's just quite brilliant that we can just look at God's creation for what it is. Because it's just a weird animal. And they're so stupid.
and she was like so mean about it.
Fucking stupid,
And I was just like,
pointless
damn,
little things.
It's such a stupid fucking animal. Anyway, that's cool.
So,
Very
wobblies.
congested.
I know, that sounds great. They live in scrublands, grasslands, forests, native to Australia, New Guinea, and also introduced elsewhere.
I saw one in
they are-
Hawaii once.
They're pissed. They are pissed. Lifespan is around 15 years, so a little bit less than a kangaroo, but that's because they're a little bit less of height.
Oh, you're saying I'm not going to live as long as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is that what you're saying?
No, probably not. He'll probably... Well, isn't he dead?
I hope not. He was
No?
in that Little Dicky show recently.
Oh.
You mean Dave?
Yeah.
That
Who
one
am I
Little Dicky show.
Oh, I'm thinking of Wilt Chamberlain. Never mind.
Yeah. Kareem
Jesus,
Abdul-Jabbar is
God,
going
jeez.
to transcend time.
Fucking
Space.
racist. You're such a...
Well, he's so tall.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's still growing.
That's not racist.
I'm joking.
It's a tall basketball player.
Mhm.
They're both tall.
I mean, hey, one of us has to be, and I already did one today.
Oh my
so
god.
I'm just being
They
stupid.
can grow up to 81 centimeters or 32 inches in large species.
that's all right.
Oh, they're so small.
Wait.
The largest species is
81 centimeters.
81 centimeters, 32 inches.
That's really small.
That's really small. Large.
Oh my god,
species-
a red kangaroo could like
It's less
play
than a meter
kickball with a
stick.
wallaby.
Yeah, this is a bit like they're like nothing. Large species reach up to 40
Actually,
pounds.
it's not a
Aw.
meter stick because a meter stick's 100 centimeters.
Yeah, that's why I said it's almost
You said it's like it's not, but that's like it's like 4/5.
81
It's like 4/5 of a meter.
and
They're usually gray and
That's like saying
brownish
I'm
in
like
color,
6'4".
but they can show up with like other variations of the color.
I mean,
you
I'm like
guys,
pretty much 6'4", honestly.
you guys don't? Okay.
Oh, I'm 6'4". Oh, I tell my friends I'm 6'6". Sorry.
They eat grasses and herbs. Just gonna keep going. I'm gonna like unplug your guys' mic, so it's just in the background. You're like, yeah, fuck you. They eat grasses and herbs. They're usually grayish and brownish in color with different variations. They're like I said, there's 45 different species. Actually, I think I said 47, but there's 45 different species of wallabies compared to 4 with a kangaroo. I am not going to name them all because I don't want to.
Do it. Don't.
Nope. Top speed is unconfirmed at 20 miles an hour.
Unconfirmed.
Yeah, where they're like, I probably fucking go 20 miles an hour.
Hey, run.
Or
Run.
Aussie would be like,
Fucking run.
Yeah, fucking seen him go 32 Ks. But they average like 14.
I had a foot race with a wallaby. You know, I fucking run like 50 Ks, mate.
So the conservation status is least concern to critically endangered.
Least concern to critically.
Least concern to being critically endangered.
So we're not that concerned. Oh God, they're so endangered.
No. Oh, God. They're not endangered at all. That's what it is.
And then to critically. What?
the way that you're saying it makes it sound
I'm so
like
confused.
that there are some that are critically endangered. Is that what you're saying? That there's some species of wallaby that are critically endangered?
No, fucking probably.
Least concerned.
Yeah.
To okay, so there's
Yeah.
different species at different.
Yeah, there's 45
Yeah.
species of wallaby.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what when you say it like that.
Yeah. So there's 10 genus of wallabies, around 45 species in total. There's 8 living species of the brush wallaby, 17 rock wallabies, 2 hair wallabies, 2 nail tail wallabies. What?
Yeah, they got fucking
You heard the
nails in the
They
tail.
got a fucking nail in the tail. No, that's just some dude put nails in their tails. What a prick. 7 scrub wallabies, known as padamelons. Isn't that cute?
Padmelon.
Padamelons.
Padmelons.
Padmelon.
7 forest wallabies, and a single species of swamp wallaby. And the quokka, the world's
He's
like,
like, oh, I'm an alligator.
cutest little creature.
I'm a fucking alligator.
fucking alligator. No, you're not, mate. You're a fucking wallaby.
I'm a fucking alligator.
Ah, fuck you. I want to be a gator. I want to be a crocodile. Crocodile just goes by. He's like, nah, mate. Nah, mate. You know what?
I don't know this guy.
I feel like they'd be joshing with him like the fucking the sharks from Finding Nemo.
Oh, yeah. Fucking think you're a wallaby. Oh, you think wallaby over here thinks he's a crocodile, eh? Yeah, no, I see it, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see your little teeth in there.
Sharp teeth there. Hey,
Oh.
fucking Jesus.
Oh, here's a tough one. Yeah, you want to come in for dinner later, mate? We're going to eat a fucking human.
Kind of
You're not
bites
into
out.
that, no?
Jesus Christ. Fucking
No, yeah, right,
bit
yeah,
like
yeah, no,
being
yeah,
bit
you're
by-
fine, you're right,
bit
he's
by a
all right,
bee.
Annie.
They're herbivores that eat grasses, vegetables, leaves, and other vegetation.
Oh my God.
They're exceptionally efficient in reproduction, locomotion, and diet. This is what gives them so much
Locomotion.
success in their native habitats, and unfortunately, as an invasive species.
Yeah, I've been described.
Invasive or
in
pests? Because
all-
invasive implies they're not from there, but they are from there. So it's pest species.
Yes.
Okay, it's important.
They're like taking over.
But they're endemic to us. though.
Sure. Well, they're like all over the fucking place. They're
Oh.
fucking everywhere. They're taking over. Nobody knows.
What does their locomotion look like?
bouncing?
usually bicycle.
How high can they jump?
Usually like a penny farthing.
Do they roll? How high do they bounce?
I'll get there. I'll get there.
You kind of like keep talking
I'll
about
get
it and not actually talking
So-
about it.
Razor scooter.
Wallabies are so
One of those fucking
powerful
hoverboards.
as little creatures and quick and agile. Defense systems have begun to rely on drones to fight back. So they
What?
have to use drones to like catch them pretty much and like get rid of them because they're so quick and agile
Damn.
and powerful. Yeah. So wallaby is a broad term traditionally used to group all macropods, big feet, who weren't accredited with the kangaroo title or one of the other weird names like wallaroo or tree kangaroo, which if I'm remembering right, I think tree kangaroos.
They look like
they're super cute.
look like lemurs kind of.
Yeah. Okay. They're
Like
really
big
cute.
lemur boys.
Yeah. Eastern gray kangaroo, for example, was until recently listed as the same genus as all of the newly classified Nautomacropus wallaby species until new assessments gave them their own genus.
You got Macropus and not a Macropus.
Yeah, this one's Nautomacropus. So there's like a loose taxonomic distinction between kangaroos and wallabies, but they're poorly defined and generally represent smaller terrestrial macropods. Smaller, big feet.
Big feet, small big feet, no big feet.
Well, an easy way to think of it is
No
a
feet.
kangaroo is the word given to 4 largest species of macropod across 2 genus. Wallabies are the remaining 10 or so and about 45 species of land-based macropods that haven't really given up. They're like, fuck, it's got small and it's got fucking big feet. Wallaby. So, yeah, if that's really confusing, then there's also the wallaroo. That's everything that's too small to be a kangaroo, but too big to be a wallaby. Hence, the middle child.
Wallaroo.
Yeah. Wallabies have this too. Their tendons store energy on each bounce, acting along the same principles as a bouncy ball. One landing from one hop, that energy can can be saved and released to power the next, significantly reducing the energy requirements on each bounce. So it's been shown that this energy storage mechanism that allows the wallabies to do this requires less than a third of the expected oxygen needed to create such a bound. Yeah. They're light, obviously more lighter than kangaroos. They're fast as fuck. They're under the bushes. But if they're approached by a predator, they can't outrun. They will kick out in defense and like gore their stomachs and shit like kangaroos. They have big powerful claws that can fuck you up. So yeah. The same as kangaroos, they can put a pause on their embryo's development. It's called embryonic diapause, allowing them to become pregnant and hold off giving birth until favorable conditions arise, as in they got space in their bucket, whatever it is.
Bucket. Their bucket.
Yeah, their bucket. Wallabies also have 2 uteri, allowing for one embryo to form while another is on hold in the second uterus. This rolling growth allows species like the swamp wallaby to remain pregnant almost their entire life. That seems like a challenge. The use of a pouch makes the reproduction even more efficient. In less than a month, the embryo can vacate the uterus, climbing out of the vagina like a haunted doll, and making its way up to the mother's fur to fully mature inside of her.
Excuse me, what?
That's a quote, by the way.
Oh.
That's not me saying that. So they say it's like a haunted doll because the eyes are closed and like obviously they're just born. They don't know what they're doing, but they're like just like crawling and
Jesus.
yeah. So if you're a creature that's like fully developed and also the size of a grape, and that thing came up to you, that would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. They can eat toxic plants. It's a cool adaptation that they have, so they can generate some plant toxins to
Like hops.
Yeah, probably. They have a detoxification system in their body that helps them produce process harmful terpenes found in plant defenses. Yeah, but obviously they can't live off of toxic plants. So if they happen to eat a toxic plant, they're like, don't worry, I'll deal with it, but I'm going to go offset that with good plants. Yeah. Rock wallabies are perhaps the most adept at hopping, at least on rugged terrain, hence rocks. They have exceptionally thick tendons in their feet, giving them an advantage over other species in the terms of power they can generate. So they can jump at least a meter high. Keep in mind, these guys are small. But the yellow-footed rock wallaby is capable of leaps up to 3 meters high.
No, his feet are yellow, of course.
Yeah. He's got yellow feet. He's got the new Jordans.
I know if you got yellow feet, it's easy
So
to jump high.
they are invasive in New Zealand. Wallabies
They
arrived
swam.
in New Zealand in the 1870s.
Oh, what the fuck are those things?
What the fuck's it? I don't know. Fucking run it over.
it a fucking a wallaby, mate.
Yeah, what?
Wallaby.
I'd wallaby inside. yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, like fucking stupid fucking joke.
Get the fuck out of here, mate. They arrived in the 1870s, and after a lengthy establishment began a rapid explosion roughly 100 years later. The one species that's wreaking the most havoc in South Canterbury on the South Island is the red-necked wallaby. They have an impressive breeding rate, which is like, all right, calm down. Agility and generous feeding habits make them a very successful colonizer to the detriment of the plants, animals, and local farmers in the region.
Oh my god. So
They eat, they fuck, they jump.
Well, I mean,
rednecks that are a nuisance, that are reproducing too well.
Right?
They're colonizers.
Right? They punch like a human.
Punch like a human.
Jesus Christ.
If I got a hook, I'll take your head off.
But because they are smaller, they do have various threats. Alongside wallaby control in some regions, dingoes, feral dogs, and red foxes are predators to wallabies. Though due to urbanization, wallabies are increasing contact with humans as well. In particular, they are involved in more vehicle accidents as they often feed near roadsides. And they
As they
don't
often drive
get a
Priuses much
license.
below the speed limit.
They just get behind the wheel and fucking go for it.
or a prize. Sorry.
Well, their most locomotive is by bike, so
Yeah.
they don't usually
The
wear
penny
lights.
farthing.
That was Razor Scooter.
But if their bike's in the shop, they got to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Parma wallaby was recently rediscovered, which is, yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Parma wallaby is the smallest wallaby native to the forests of southeastern Australia. Before the end of the 19th century, it was believed that the Parma wallaby was extinct due to habitat loss and being easily killed by non-native foxes. However, it was rediscovered in 1965 near Auckland, and another population was discovered in 1967 in New South
So they
Wales
just found him in Auckland.
in Australia.
They swam to Auckland.
Yeah.
That's like North New Zealand.
Fuck, what are you? Species remains rarely seen, God, and is still classified as near threatened by the IUCN. Australia produces over half the world's legally farmed opium, which is used to generate morphine and other medications. According to government officials, Australian wallabies are consuming these opium poppies and hopping around as high as a kite in circles and circles, causing crop circles.
Oh my god! No shit.
So they just get high
That's
and they're like,
Just making art.
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So I love that. That's pretty much it. They just get high and bing boing bang around.
Bing bang.
Bing boom bing. Yeah, I like wallabies. They're smaller. They're cuter. I don't know. They just have like a more. They're like the short squished face is just cuter to me. Kangaroos are like, I don't know. It's just intimidating.
Yeah, a little scary.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't fucking. Why is your face long?
Yeah.
And why are you so buff?
Why do you look like my dog, but like with a human body, but also like kind of like
Why did you drown my neighbor?
a deer? I don't know what's going on.
It's like a deer face.
Yeah, and also why did you drown my neighbor, man?
Yeah, what the hell, dude? He was cool.
He just got that above ground pool.
What the fuck? He drowned him in it.
Still there.
He's swimming in his pool, and you just hear, "Nice pool." It's fucking kangaroo. Agent 47, the kangaroo. Hitman. Yeah, that was it. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while?
Sorry.
Well, besides let our band eat, which I was going to talk to you about that. We should probably let them out every once in a while, like give them some air, you know?
I mean, we cracked the window in the summer. Do they need more?
I'm sorry, Cully. Do you want to become the new keyboardist? Okay. Let's keep those thoughts inside.
I want
Mm-hmm.
open the window, give them some air. Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Well, anyway, let's just see what happens. Let's see how they play.
All right. Hit it.
Oh, they're fine.
All right, I think they get
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah. One
piece.
you like shredded cheese. One cheese shred for all of them. That's all we can afford. We can afford more.
They make it work.
Just don't tell them that. No, you guys did great. Yeah, real good. Thank you.
All right. Contestants, I'm going to ask 10 questions.
Well, what is this?
The No Name Trivia. Welcome to the No Name Trivia game.
Hey.
Contestants, are you ready? I'm going to ask 10 questions. You get a chance to... And the first person to raise their hand up, I'm going to call on you.
Any questions?
And
Good.
if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you say something completely stupid, you'll hear this.
Fuck you.
And if and then if you die, you'll hear this.
No,
We're not just sure. We're HIV positive.
how does that? What?
Sure. So
If you die, you feel nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
All right. So 10 questions. First
I
person.
really hope
to-
I don't
for
hear
the
that
most
when I
points
die.
with it wins.
You do 10 questions?
Contestants, are you ready?
Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to look on the screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna look on
to
the screen.
judge. Okay.
I'll do his thing.
You can raise your hand whenever too. Whoever's first. Anthophobia is the fear of what? Cully.
Anth.
No. Josh first. Ew.
Just wanted it to be a joke.
Stupid joke.
Fuck.
That's a funny joke, okay? Just don't make fun of me because I have a lisp. Dick.
Josh.
I don't know, things that can change.
Change what?
What?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Changes.
Things that can change.
No, flowers.
Oh.
Anthophobia is the fear of flowers.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's
I was-
terrifying.
I was thinking of anthropomorphic, and I was like, what is that word?
Okay, ready? Question 2.
Two.
Sting was the lead singer of which popular Cully band? Cully.
The police.
Yeah.
Rocks. Sand.
It's funny because Josh just did that and I went, man, and he laughed, and then he didn't get that.
Well, no,
Well-
have you heard the song that's just them
Yeah.
saying rocks?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs.
What lizard can be 10 feet long? Cully.
Komodo dragon.
Correct. What singers lure sailors to crash on the rocks with their songs? Cully.
Sirens.
Correct. Josh, are you trying?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Also, Komodo dragon D's nuts on your chin.
Yeah, too late. That's a nice
I know.
one.
I thought about it when he's talking about.
It's dragging these nuts across your face. On your chin.
So this is the second time that
What
we
if they have
had
a big chin?
a dragon reference in 2 days.
Dragon D's nuts.
Another one. Ready?
Yep.
Josh, are you ready?
Yep.
What is a body's resistance to changes in motion or speed called? What is a body's resistance to changes in motion or speed called? Cully.
G-force.
No.
Fuck. So loud.
Josh.
Inertia.
Correct.
Oh, god damn it.
You had the right idea.
Bada bing, bada boom. On the board.
The duck-billed platypus is one of only 3 mammals in the world that can do what? Cully. Yes. 5, 4.
I talked about these. They venom.
No.
Nope.
Incorrect.
I can't remember. I talked about these.
Josh
God
first, too.
damn it. I'm the animal guy. What the hell?
No.
Oh. Do their taxes.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Come on, just say something. The duck-billed platypus is one of only 3 mammals in the world that can do what?
I don't know. Lay an egg.
That's it.
What?
Oh, fuck.
That's it.
Oh
God
shit!
damn it.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
Oh, I forgot about that. God
I was like,
damn it.
what makes platypuses a little different? Well, they do
Ah.
everything. So what's something that a mammal may not do?
Is it 2-2?
No, it's 2 to 3.
You have 3?
No, you have 3.
I have 3?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess
The
sirens.
first 3.
Okay.
Not the first 3. I meant the first one. This should be question 7.
Yeah, the first one was Anth. And I got that question correct.
You're right.
Yeah.
2 to 3. Question 7.
I lost it because I was looking through.
I
other
can't
ones.
believe I'm the animal guy. What the hell?
Hey,
I'm
animal
retiring
guy.
after this. That was terrible. Can't believe I forgot. You know what I was thinking too? I was thinking of a fucking when they were a platypus laying an egg, and I was like, it's got venom.
What is a group of owls called? Cully.
A horde.
No.
All right.
No. Josh first. Still.
Conflagration. Congregation.
A lot.
An awful lot of them.
Yeah.
Just say something. Put a thing out.
A quartet.
No. Forest. No, I'm kidding. It's called a parliament.
Parliament?
Like
Get
the
out of
British
here,
thing.
Harry Potter.
What?
British government.
Big owl.
What space lies between Baltic Avenue and Reading Railroad on a standard Monopoly game?
Wait. Okay. Baltic Avenue and, Reading Railroad. Oh, shit. I have not played Monopoly in so long.
God, if I didn't talk so much shit about it.
Reading Railroad. Rainbow Railroad? Reading Rainbow Railroad?
Reading Railroad.
Reading Railroad. Josh has got a question.
Josh.
Or answer.
I actually have to answer. I don't know. Connecticut?
Between Baltic Ave and Reading Railroad.
Atlantic.
No.
I don't know.
Income tax.
Oh, fuck.
Income tax. Yeah.
Oh.
What's the score?
2-3.
And we have one more.
Yeah, this should be the last one. So this could be it.
This could be taught.
What major river runs through Rome? Someone hasn't watched.
I haven't watched anything.
The Gladiator movie.
I don't know geography very well.
I'm bad at geography, but like I can picture it. It's a
It's
water
said a
that's
lot.
running.
It's a very
Yeah.
popular movie river.
Yeah. No. Like
Yeah.
stuff. After you tell us what it actually is,
Yeah,
like
for
I'm
sure,
gonna be
it'll
so
be
mad.
What was the question? Say
What's
it
the
again.
river that runs through Rome? The popular river
The
that
river
runs
that runs through
Rome.
Rome.
Very famous.
Oh my god. How many of our people listening are like, it's fucking right now?
I don't know. I just watched the Gladiator movie, so I'm like, I'm fucking high right now.
Fuck.
I can't come up with it. I got nothing.
Somebody guess something.
Jim. The River Jim.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good answer. Fuck you.
Oh,
Just say what comes to your. It's probably gonna be correct. Just say it.
it's not.
It's incorrect.
Okay. No, that's a false.
The Niagara.
What is the Nile?
No, it's Egypt, man.
Is Rome not near Egypt?
Nope, not at all.
No.
It's in Italy. That's
That's Europe and Africa.
So okay, Mister, I'm bad at geography. I mean, I don't mistake where Rome is.
I never said I was bad at geography.
No, him.
Oh,
I know we're.
you were looking at me.
I know that Rome and fucking
That's what I'm
Egypt are
saying.
different.
Ready? It's the River Tiber.
Oh, the timer.
The river,
Oh yeah,
River Tiber.
I was definitely that was my my eighth.
All right.
What's the second thing I was going to
Well, that's lame. Let's do one more so somebody.
Yeah,
can
well,
fucking
we'll
actually.
do one
Okay.
more.
Okay.
This is
It's
easy.
still
This one's
3-2,
so
but-
easy. This one's so easy. Ready?
Yeah.
No.
Who said government of the people, by the people, for the people? Josh Barely.
George Washington.
No. Cully.
Wait. Say the code again.
Government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Was that Abraham Lincoln?
Yes.
And that's
the Gettysburg Address, I think.
That's
I'm actually
faux.
not sure about that.
Wow. Then the hype's kind of wearing off.
Oh, you're not tired of winning?
No, I'm just kidding. I fucking love winning. Being so good at this. Actually, I wasn't really that good this round.
No.
I just got
Yeah.
lucky on a couple. Although, like Komodo Dragon, Siren, and
Yeah, those are pretty
whatever the
standard.
other one was that I
I picked a few really easy ones.
answered.
And then you got all of them.
Yeah, and then you
immediately.
got you asked all the hard questions. And I was like, I don't know. The fucking platypus thing. Oh, it pisses me off.
I was like, surely. you'll
God
get this.
damn it.
Yeah.
Certainly. And
Well, I'm embarrassed about that one, okay? But call in and write
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I
And
forgot the platypus
text
lay
us,
eggs. And
leave
there
a
were only
message.
3 mammals that do that. Oh.
saying how stupid I was for that question. Just call.
Oh, I'm going to
call us.
freaking hate myself for a week because I forgot the platypus is only one of my 3 mammals to lay eggs. Oh.
No, I'm not gonna hate myself for a week. I'm just not gonna sleep for the next 17 days.
Depressed now because I forgot the platypus lays
Yeah.
eggs. Oh.
They poop an egg out. It's pretty fucking weird.
How could I remember the Komodo dragons are the largest lizard that grow 10 feet and forget the platypus is only one of only 3 mammals that lay eggs?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway. So, cool. What's in store for us next week, Josh?
Well, I just gotta say thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Div. Next week we'll be discussing vegan versus vegetarian, machining versus metal casting.
Metal
Re-say
casing
that.
metal. It's like metal machining metal versus casting metal.
Machining versus metal casting.
It's very interesting if you like metal.
I like metal. It's hard.
Yeah.
Speaking of hard, we're also gonna have Battle of the Beers.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Who knows?
We're gonna put 2 cans down. Whoever wins Fight Club.
Will I have to stay over later because I might be tipsy?
Pros
We'll
McGobs. We're gonna find out.
Probably.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed. Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Ding.
Do you think...
All the time.
Never.
Okay, good. We need to-
Wow, vastly
make sure.
different. Do you think I can't stop? Was that it though?
Yeah, is your more?
Do you think
Oh, I decided it wasn't very cool to say.
do you guys ever get the feeling like, like you're just not the only one?
No.
You nodded, you're like, no. What about you, Joe?
No.
You feel like you're not the only one?
No, I do. I get really upset whenever I hear someone else has the name Josh.
It's horseshit. You should patent it.
I thought about it.
Do it.
I'm like, I'm biblical, bitch.
Has any other Josh done it?
No.
No, never patented Josh. So there you go.
Change your names.
Start
Coming
right now.
for you.
Start right now. I've never met another Cully, so.
Oh, I have.
Really?
Haha.
I never met another Keenan, and then one minute moved into my old room, and now we're friends with him. It's so weird.
Shout out to Keenan.
Thank you, Keenan.
Keenan.
Yeah, it's really weird that his name's spelled with a Q, though.
Yeah, it's weird that it's spelled Queenan.
Queenan.
He's Queenan.
Queenan. It's funny that he's just so much cooler than me. You know, it's just funny.
What? Why is that funny?
Oh, it's
He's
just funny.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's just funny how much cooler he is than me.
No,
Right?
well, he just does it so effortlessly.
Yeah, I know. It's just effortless, really.
It's funny how not cooler you are.
Yeah, I know. It's just like ridiculous.
That's the funny
so
part.
laughable. I would
He's
laugh
so much cooler
if
that
I
it's
could.
like, God damn,
I
it's
know.
so much cooler. And then he'll look at you and it's like,
Finally meeting another Keenan.
Oh my
and then he's just
God.
like so cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
He does band stuff.
he's so cool.
He songs.
He really is cool.
He does
Anyway,
musics.
Anyways,
yeah, he's from Oregon, which is really cool.
Oregon is a really cool state.
Oh, I'll pump your gas. Oh, fucking ducks. Shut the fuck up, Oregon.
and beavers. Oregon.
Well, how's it going, eh?
Ooh, fucking, I'm like Canada, but not, you know.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we're like
fucking
midway between cool state and then fucking California.
I'm kind of like a hippie because I'm from California, close by. Oh, we have one in and out. We're pretty neat.
Whoa, whoa. We have weird drunk and high people here.
We have a lot of mountains, but they're
We're
like kind
quirky.
of more so like hills because they're just kind of like chilling, you know. They're vibing.
Sometimes people take baths in drinking fountains outside.
We have
Whoa.
nicer beaches than like actually California, which is pretty crazy.
It's
Get
well known
nice
that there's a guy who
beaches.
dresses up in a kilt and a Darth Vader helmet, rides around on a unicycle and plays the bagpipes.
In every town,
Whoa.
at least. That's how you can't be a town in Oregon unless you don't have one of each of those.
Shut up, Oregon.
We have more blowholes than any other state. You know what I mean?
Fuck you. We got more people drinking Rainier than anybody else. That's what we got.
What we got? Depressed depressed folk
It's really rainy.
ordering
up
the
here.
cheapest beer they can
So
because
what
it's
else
too
are we gonna
expensive
do?
to live here. So they order the cheapest beer possible.
Yeah. I mean, you drive to
Yeah.
Seattle. That at one point you'll see a R on the side of the road, and you'll go, "Yeah."
That's right.
And then it's over.
On the way to Oregon because they've been and out.
I don't go to Oregon. Who goes to Oregon?
You know who's getting a Voodoo Donuts? Us.
Seattle.
What?
Seattle.
Oh, not us then.
Well, just not Oregon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Us could be like the rest of the country
They already have.
in that sentence.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, I'm thinking about moving to Oregon. I like it. So
Yeah, there's nice people there.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. Place is beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I heard they have In-N-Out.
They have a big desert. I drove through this place called Fossil. Boring.
No, that's a thing.
There's nothing.
No, there is a place called Boring, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a boring Oregon. There's a boring Oregon
Boring
and there's
Oregon.
a fossil Oregon. I've
No,
been to
that's-
both.
Fossils are things.
There's-
Boreans are activities.
There is more desert in Oregon than anywhere else I've been. And I've been to Lost Nevada. I've been to California.
Been to Lost Nevada. It was lost. We found it though.
There's so much desert in Oregon. It just keeps going forever. Past Pendleton, there ain't nothing but Deserton. You know what I mean?
Dude, we
Yeah,
gotta go to the dunes.
Okay.
We gotta go. I want to go to the dunes so bad.
All right, guys, we're leaving to go to the dunes.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go right now. It's late, but we're gonna start walking. We'll be there in a couple days.
We're gonna stop doing
take my
this
truck.
and we're gonna go doing that. Bye. Brought to you by Dune 2.